And this week on the Grappling Dads Podcast.
Hell no.
How was that? I did something different.
Oh, you got me. That was fucking horrible.
I thought about that 1 second before I said it. That's why I stopped right there. I'm like, that's all I got.
Oh, I wasn't letting you get any further than that.
You're like, no, breaks. We're not doing that.
Whoa.
No.
That sounds too actual radio show-ish.
And we're back again. Way better than this week.
This
is my radio guy voice.
Grappling Dads Podcast. I think our listeners would leave us.
Yeah. They're like,
mass exodus.
Clearly we sold out because we're radio voice guys.
Oh, you're going to that early, are you?
Yeah, let's get into it. That was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Funny. Yeah. We talked about sponsors and stuff. I'm like, we really want to like our sponsors. It's got to be good stuff, good people. We got to like the product. Unless you pay us a lot of money, then, we'll let some shit slide, right?
Duh.
Duh. Yeah, I mean...
I turned one down this week.
I don't know. You did. Good job. Good job, buddy.
I didn't like the stuff.
Hey, you gotta like the shit.
It looks stupid.
Oh.
I'm like, hey, what? No one knows who I'm talking about.
Fair enough.
We have great sponsors now.
True that. I like it. But who was telling us not to sell it? Because that was
some dude named with like 2 C's in it.
That was really funny.
Clark Kensington or nice. Collins. Clark. Somebody with like 2 names that could be first names.
Good looking out, Clark. Clark, you'll know when we sell out because one, we're gonna lead in with radio guy voice.
Carol.
It's
Carol.
Like it. Anyway, we're gonna lead in with radio guy voice. And then we'll do like a key word if we sold out. We're like, hey, this is probably, and that's the key word right there.
Or
really
no, we should say, and Cabbage Patch, and right there, selling out. right past that selling out. Don't believe shit we're saying.
We'll have a sellout safe word. My safe word is harder, by the way. Too far? Too far. All right, too far.
That could get confusing. Okay. Wrong kind of show, Paul.
Check.
Wrong kind of show.
Check. So, as I was alluding to this week on the Grappling Dads Podcast, we're going to talk about, am I wasting my time by training only 1 or 2 times a week?
It's a really good topic.
We'll get into it eventually. I think that's a question.
We'll get to it
sometime in this podcast, we'll talk about such things. Now it's not that time.
No.
Hey, we tried to get Addie to join the big person's class.
Who's Addie? My daughter.
Yeah, that was a big fail stamp.
She's fucking getting legit.
Dude, it was funny because you came over for dinner tonight. It was fun. We had some salad and then ice cream because you got to even that shit out.
Yeah, that was almost healthy for a second.
Yeah, the salad was delicious. I'm like, I feel really good about myself. I'm going to have a ginormous bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, it was quite large.
Yeah, and now I'm a flatulent bitch because I'm lactose intolerant. It's all good.
Why do you do that?
Because it's delicious.
It is delicious.
I can't not do it.
Delicious.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that ruined the anniversary? I shouldn't. Yeah, okay.
No, you've told me that story, and let's just go ahead and end it there. Okay? That was
cupcake? Okay. Let's not go there.
Moving on. Let's talk about jujitsu, not ruining a perfectly good evening.
No, it's like reverse jujitsu. It's like how to ruin your life. Anyway, moving on.
Or your wife's life, whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. So anyway, I was picking on your daughter. And, dude, she's got some skills, bro. Like,
dude,
that's the
she
first
works her way back to guard really good.
I mean, it was a little playful role, but yeah, she, legit
her
stuff.
instincts are the right way.
Yeah, exactly. She knows where she doesn't want to be. She knows how to defend herself.
Knows how to frame up really well. She frames up nice.
Yeah, going for some moves, trying, getting after it. I'm like, dude, she needs to be in the adult class.
She's getting too big. She beats up a lot of people in her class.
She's almost as tall as us, dude.
Yeah, she's tall.
Yeah, 12 years old, and she's really, really tall.
She's tall and lanky. Lanky like mom.
Yep. Yeah, she needs to learn triangles, dude.
They don't teach those in kids class.
Could you teach her?
Yes.
Perfect.
No. I don't want Chad mad at me. Last time I tried to show her something, dude, we don't show them.
Chad, if you ever see her throw up a triangle, you can be proud of that stuff. Admit it.
She could. She got the legs for it.
Admit it. Be like, that was legit. Don't do it again, but that was
Give her a pat on the head while no one's looking. It's okay. Good job.
That's what just do that on the bigger kids, okay? Leave the little kids alone.
Oh, that's funny.
That'd be fun, though.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was not digging the idea of going.
Oh, she shut that shit down.
She's like, no. I'm like, oh. I thought she'd be like, yeah, I'd love to do that. She was like, negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, her reasoning was quite solid.
Oh, and legit.
Yeah.
Legit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wasn't mad at it.
No.
What did she say?
You're hot. You guys are hot and sweaty and smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's all true.
That's all true.
You got to roll with like the really fit tiny dudes.
Robert's all
perfect,
fit.
yeah.
He doesn't sweat a ton like us old men.
And she's bigger than him, so it worked out good.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Robert.
He might be. No, that's mean.
Yeah.
We like Robert.
He's fun.
He's
I love
awesome.
rolling with Robert.
But you would be a good teacher for my little daughter.
Yeah.
For sure.
Excellent. But yeah.
It's not an insult.
No, we're not being mean. Well,
yeah,
no,
we are.
Not,
Yeah, we're being mean normally.
Yeah, exactly.
It's by accident.
We're
that
not
it's
going
mean.
out of our way to be mean to Robert. We love you, Cupcake.
Love you, blue-haired little guy. Anyways, guys.
So yeah, we tried, but failed.
Guess what? She don't have much of a choice here in about 8 months. Because she'll be
13.
She'll be 13. She'll be dropped into class.
Exactly.
Mess my daughter up.
Exactly. So speaking of kids, there's an article on kids. I'm not sure if I want to read that. No.
I was gonna say, wow, you jumping into that?
Well, I could do it.
You could read it now.
I could read it now.
I mean, we're talking about my daughter. It's a good segue.
It is a good segue.
We are anti-segue on the show,
We are
though.
anti-segue on the show.
Mostly out of poor segues.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
what can you do? No, let's get into that later. Because I want to get into the main topic.
The main topic. Okay, we can come back. Go forth.
If it lasts too long, then yeah, it shouldn't. But
well, should we tell everyone why we're doing this episode with no Curler's Corner and everything?
Oh yeah, so there's no Curler's Corner because Paulie, myself, am going to Florida Thursday.
Vacation.
So we will not be recording an episode the following Tuesday. So
so we're doing 2 this week.
Yep. Rather than leaving you without a show, we're going to do whatever we want.
I seemed to be yelled at when everyone thought I lost last.
Tell them about that.
40?
Tangent. Tell them about that. Tell them what happened. It was really funny.
Oh, no. I just lost a motherfucker.
Dude,
I don't know.
You were as pissed as I've ever seen you.
Yeah, I was super pissed at myself. I don't like making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But
almost felt bad about giving you shit. I wasn't going to stop.
Dude, I was fucking... You shouldn't.
Yeah,
I was fucking pissed.
My favorite text was, please tell Nicole not to give me shit. I feel bad enough. And I almost sent her that and said, get him.
No, it was more, I said, tell your wife not to give me shit because I may kill her. Because I was so pissed. Like, it would have been a valid getting at me, but I would have been like, yeah, now you're dead. Guess the show's over.
Sorry about your wife, bro.
Sorry about your wife. We're still doing the show, right?
Yeah, gosh, that's funny. Yeah, you were really upset with yourself, as you should be.
I was, man. I don't know what the hell I did. Hey, I found it.
Yeah.
Put up some shitty notes that you never fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
I would have got them fixed, but they didn't have a show.
The show's there. It's been there for whatever amount of days, and you haven't fixed my quickly written 2 minutes before I had to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
We need new sponsors, more sponsors.
I'll get on that. So
I don't have to go to work. I won't fuck up when I have to go to work.
Yeah, and if you don't want us to sell out, just kindly donate $10,000.
I was going to say $1,000, and we're good. Because we do not beg. You will never see a patron page for this podcast.
I'm gonna put one up behind his back just because that'd be funny, and I want him to find it on accident.
Oh my god! I was fucking murder you.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I was like, what? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I love handouts. Fuck you. I'm going to work hard.
I'm going to panhandle behind your back for Grappling Dads.
I'm going to go down the street. I'm going to come around this corner of your house, and you're going to be standing out there dressed up like a homeless person with a sign that says, support GD.
Only on Thursdays. It's a GD Thursday. Give me money.
Give me money now.
Funny.
Fuck you. We're good at this.
Nice.
Ish.
So, today's subject. Am I wasting my time training only 1 or 2 times a week?
Because I can tell you right now, I've heard it that you are. If you want to get really ahead in this, you've got to be here more than 2 days a week.
Yep, I've heard that quite a bit. Actually, in even the other martial arts I was in, I went 1 or 2 times a week, and they're like, yeah, if you're not practicing at home, you're not going to get good at the shit. So that's kind of across the board. Anything you want to get excellent at.
Excellent,
excellent,
including speaking.
Right. If you want to get most excellent, you need to train like 7 days a week.
Really?
Well, no. I don't want to say I vehemently disagree because they have a point.
I mean, when things really frustrate me, like, you got to do this X amount of time, like, everybody's different, correct?
Right.
Everybody's ability to retain and implement information.
Yeah, like I can.
Is different.
I know people that you can show something one time to, and they got it right.
Yeah, just like me. I can't even get through that.
Yeah, just like
you got to show me
yeah.
like 87,000 times. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, last week's show, I'm like, hey, Chad, can you slow it down? Like, teach the move like moment by moment. He's like, no,
that sounds
that's just
stupid.
Yeah. I'm not catering to your retardedness. I'm just not going to do it.
But there's two of us. It would work.
Right, but you
We
got
both
two people
like
that
it.
are stupid. It's great.
There's only like 20 some other ones. Who cares about them? We're awesome. Slow it down for the special kids.
Can you mold us like Gumby? Just you put your arm like this. Oh, got it. Can you take pictures of me like this so I remember?
Because I won't believe it was me when I did it correctly.
Jujitsu Times has an article that I'll actually read through it, and we can discuss that point by point, if you like.
Why are you asking now? I agreed to this.
Oh, perfect. I didn't know if you knew what I was going to do.
I could have figured. You talked about it, so I put 2 and 2 together.
All right, so Jujitsu Times is my Jujitsu Times. Jujitsu's hard work is my go-to website for all things.
I think it's a lot of people's.
Dude, they
bring a
stuff.
lot of different articles together.
Yeah, and well written. I mostly agree with all of them.
I've read a few there. We tore one apart here.
Oh yeah, a couple of my.
We tore a few up on this
I'm
show.
not liking it all, but
that's good though.
But yeah,
if they were all correct and fit what we were thinking, guess what? Then it wouldn't make a good read.
If you didn't have dissent, it would be a cult. I just made that up. It sounded good,
Nike
though.
Cortez, drink the Kool-Aid, take a nap,
Okay.
mothership.
Hey, look at you! You even got the name. Nice.
Look at me go.
All right, let's get it going. As a way to draw inspiration and occasionally troll, I am an avid lurker on Reddit. This is from Jiu-Jitsu Times.
Oh, okay.
I recently came across an interesting question about the amount of time one trains that I thought worth exploring in a post here. So the Reddit question was, due to my work schedule, I can only make it to the gym 1 to 2 days a week. Everyone I came across told me if I wanted to go somewhere with jiu-jitsu, I needed at least 3 sessions a week. The instructor flat out told me that if I'm only... Wow, he wrote a word. That if I'm only be able to train... Either it's an accent or he wrote it wrong.
He wrote with an accent.
You wrote it with an accent.
You wrote it with an accent.
If you be only able to train 1 to 2 times a week, it's unlikely I'll ever last long enough to see myself improve, let alone getting promoted. Ooh,
oh,
dick.
Oh.
One, if you're that coach, you're a dick.
Yeah, what the fuck are you trying to do?
And you don't like money.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, you're really going to get that longevity of those students.
If you can't make this your one and only desire in your entire life goal, then I don't even want you in my class.
Well, and our gym doesn't approach that shit that way.
Hell no.
Hell no.
You come when you can.
Yeah, you make the best of what you can. Get in here. He's going to try to cram as much information in your small little brain as he can.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Most of the time, it's not going to stick, but you can try.
Hence me trying.
Hence us.
Exactly. Hence I do the same shit 10 years in a row.
Yeah, but you want to know what, though? You and I, we cheat a little bit, though. We talk about it a fucking ton.
We do. We're cheaters. And I got to look this shit up, like, because we got to, like, pick subjects like, hey, Croyler, we don't know about this subject and we want to.
Oh, yeah, we cheat completely.
So could you maybe give us some pro tips and send them our way?
Oh, and he puked again in his mouth.
Oh, my God. Right in my mouth. It's terrible. But yeah, I think if you have that instructor, that's mean.
Find a new gym.
Find a new gym, yeah.
Or have them call us. By call, I mean email.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you people my phone number.
The dads.
I already get some weird messages.
Right. So he goes on to say, am I wasting my time? Is jiu-jitsu just not meant to be for me?
Well, it depends. Do you suck at it?
Well, what's your goal, right? Like my goal is different. My goal is I'm weird as fuck and I need friends. And I figured people that pajama wrestle must also be weird as fuck. So turned out to be
fucking accurate.
Match made in heaven.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, it worked out really well. So now I buy my friends with a monthly membership. It works out splendidly.
The only problem with that is you're only paying one guy. And that guy, not the biggest fan of us.
Well, I mean, all in all, it works out for me, right?
All in all, you get the family for that cost.
Exactly, I do.
It's a good call.
I get some good friends. It cost me money, so
yeah, you get stuck with me. That's where you met my dumbass.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it doesn't always work out. So,
hey, I was told this week they only listen to the show because I'm funny.
God damn it! I'm that guy that's not funny, and you're like the comic relief. Paul's a dry motherfucker.
Why is he so dry in information?
Kip, he's like the star of the show. He should do the intros.
No, I shouldn't, because I'm pretty sure I'll do the same thing. Hey.
We're going to start talking now.
I think we tried it. What did I do, like 4? I'm like, yeah, I say the same shit. You go do it.
It's not so easy, is it, motherfucker? That's like everybody going, I'm going to do a podcast.
I love it. That's one of my favorite. Let's tangent real quick on that. How many times since we've started have someone said to us or asked us for advice, how do you start a podcast?
Literally forgot. It's been too many.
It's been too damn many.
Yeah.
You know how many people have done it?
1.
Fucking 1.
Joe Dixon. Joe. Jesus. Steve.
So important we forgot your fucking name. Steve Dixon is the only person that's done shit with our information.
He did a great job. He's got the radio voice down pat.
Yeah, he was born with that.
Musicians say, go check it out. Yeah.
But I think it's hilarious how many people think 2 things. They want to do a podcast. And number 2, they can fucking do a podcast. Good luck.
Yeah,
it's not easy to do. It seems like, you're just talking.
You just have a conversation.
Guess what? People don't give a shit about what you're saying most of the time.
So one of these days, I'm not sure when, maybe on the 50th, maybe on the 100th episode.
We're creeping up on that 50th. It should be, like 2 months?
Yeah, a couple months. We're going to have the number 50. We'll do a little drop of the first time we attempted.
Oh, yeah.
It's we actually labeled it The Shit Show.
Well, we had 2. Shit Show 1 and Shit Show 2, 1.75 because it wasn't even good enough to be the second episode.
No, it was terrible.
We're like, let's try this again. Oh, that was shitty too.
Yeah, that was terrible. So one day we'll drop that. Today's not that day.
The hell no. I'm still building up to it.
Still embarrassed.
I'm in counseling trying to work my way towards letting others hear that.
It's funny. My wife's like, so how'd it go? I might have wasted a lot of money, sweetie.
Paul was pissed.
I was so pissed.
Paul was super pissed. He just wanted to kill himself. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, really thought it'd be better than that. It wasn't.
I'm rummaging around. He's like, what are you looking for? A knife to slit my wrists.
Yeah, all I got's butter. I need a steak knife, please. Exactly. Dude, it was bad. So if you want to start a podcast, get ready to suck.
Yeah, get ready to eat shit.
Jiu-Jitsu and podcasting, very similar. You're going to suck.
Oh, you're going to eat shit for sure for a long time.
Yeah.
Look at us still eating shit.
We are not eating shit.
I mean, they heard the new intro, right?
Yeah, the new intro is quite horrible. Yeah. Way to go out on a limb on that one.
It was like me trying footlocks in jiu-jitsu. I'm going to just try this. That failed.
Damn it, not doing that one again. Until he tries next week for almost the same thing.
That's all I'm going for is footlocks. That's why I can't tap anybody ever again.
Yeah, it's probably true. Please don't do that to me.
Oh, yeah, your foot's jacked. Oh, maybe that's the only way I can tap you now.
Oh, you can tap me fucking
sweet. I'll just grab your toes.
Or you can do it bended and step on it.
Oh, God.
He felt flipping horrible. It was during a drill, too. I'm like, he's like, right on my foot. He grabs my foot like just, you feel bad when you grab the injured appendage of the other person when you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. He grabs my foot. I'm like, it's not helping. That hurts too.
Yeah, attaboy.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, he felt bad, but it fucking hurt. He landed right on it during a drill.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to.
Oh, dude, and he felt bad. I'm like, don't feel bad. I shouldn't.
Oh, for sure, don't feel bad.
I should not be here.
If nothing else, he had it coming.
Oh, I always have it coming.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Assholes.
All right.
But hey, if you want to do a podcast, good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, enjoy that.
It's super fun if you get good at it and get good at it quick.
Yeah.
And then even then, you have to wait till everybody else realizes you're not horrible at it.
Well, and you are at first, just like jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah. No matter how well you talk and how much people laugh at you when they're in your presence and you think you're being super funny, it's really hard when you get on a mic to actually keep doing that.
Yeah, and if you are one to get fussy when you're being mocked,
oh my God,
maybe this isn't for you.
This is not where you want to be.
Unless you like to edit a lot. Like I'm going to edit all my word fuck ups. Well, have fun with that.
Yeah, have fun with that. Yeah. And people aren't going to give a shit.
No.
Anyways, don't do it.
Moving on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see where I ended up. Am I wasting my time? Is jiu-jitsu just not meant to be for me? This is a fantastic question, and there are several layers to the answer I'm going to give. It all depends on your intentions and expectations, which we have talked about before on this very show.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you intend to be a world beater, yeah, you're probably wasting your time.
Yeah. If you want to just end up on, was it IBJJF and just be wrecking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing it 2 days a week. I'll see you in 2087, and then you might get lost on the way there.
If you want to wait till like
you ain't gonna make it.
Masters 12 or something.
2 days a week ain't gonna get it.
I don't know, man. What if they're like this, super? Oh, like that one guy we have in class. I don't even know his name, but he's enormous. He looks like a miniature house.
Oh, the mountain.
Yeah, like he actually has to turn sideways to come in the door.
Dude, and in his gi, he totally doesn't look that big.
No.
Like he's a big looking dude. But he puts his gi on. It's like 87, I think, is what size it is. He doesn't look that big. He takes it off to put it, take off, and then you're like, holy fuck.
It's one of those. It's a physique that's literally scary to look at.
It is.
Like, oh my God, I don't care what I know. I'm not rolling with that motherfucker.
No, he was near me the other day, and I'm like, yeah. I'm thirsty. That's on the other side of the gym. I'm going to go ahead and get that.
That's funny. I'm such a coward. I'm like, I don't want to roll on the same end of the mat as him in case he makes eye contact, and I feel like I need to roll.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you want to...
No. You scared the shit out of me, bro.
He's a white belt, too.
Yeah,
it's like, it doesn't matter. And he's probably a super nice guy.
Oh, he's super nice. I mean, the one time I talked to him.
I haven't even got a chance to talk to him.
I mean,
Did you seriously... Did I just hear something go off on your phone?
Apple ID sign-in requested. Weird. Don't allow. Oh, change Apple ID password? No, that's weird.
Dude, why are you reading it?
Because I wanted...
Stop.
I didn't do it. I'm just saying. Is my thing... Shit.
It's on. Of course it's on. I heard it.
God damn it.
Hey, guess what, guys? We don't edit. Can you tell?
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're that dude and you get a little bit of skill, maybe you can just muscle your way through shit. So...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think he actually won their actual strongman competitions. He actually wins those things.
Yeah, he's...
Like, it's one thing if you're in them, you're already probably pretty strong. But when you're winning that shit...
Good Lord.
God.
I can't even imagine.
And then you're going to grapple. Like, you want to get a hold of people and squeeze them. You might do all right. Maybe.
Well,
I mean, that's your level, right?
Look what Mackenzie Dern did to whatever that behemoth of a woman.
Oh, jeez, what was her name?
She's huge. But she freaking ran around her, beat her ass.
Well, no, I think she lost to her a ton before she finally beat her.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. But it's
Still,
hard because she's big and she has skill. So those two together, pretty cool. But yeah, that dude's
ultimately,
huge.
I think if we're going to talk averages here, right? If if you're like
that dude is not an average build.
No, he's not average in any.
Nope.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're an average dude, right? So you're athletic, you're pretty strong, whatever. Everybody's athletic and strong doing jiu-jitsu.
Nope.
So, yeah, I almost got that out. It's probably you're going to have to train more than 1 or 2 days a week.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but if you're like me and I do it for the social aspect and I like to do it, I'm getting better, just at a very, very slow pace. That's all. So,
incremental pace.
Very incremental. Very, very slow.
And and then I'm different too because I don't really do it for the social. Because people actually like me.
You're weird because you actually get worse. Like, how do you do that?
Because I injure myself constantly.
That's it. I'm like, wow, you were doing good 6 months ago. Yeah, but everything's broke and sprained.
Fuck, I'm broken. But,
perfect.
I do it more for the challenge of the whole thing. And also for my daughters. I started because of my daughters. So
I think that's a great reason. So if you start it because your kids are into it and you want to do something family oriented,
I just want to do something with them.
This is a cool sport because you can do it with your kids. Like, you're not going to join their ASO soccer. Is that a thing?
AYSO, yes.
Damn it, I was so close.
Good close, yeah.
But you're not
three of the 4 letters.
It's better than you thought I'd do.
Yeah,
Suck
it is.
So you're not doing that. You're not doing basketball tournaments with your children, but you can do jiu-jitsu with your kids. So if you go 1 or 2 days a week and you do it with your kids, dude, you're getting a lot of value out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just even if it's not a skill, it's more time with the family.
Exactly.
Because honestly, it's 2 hours each week. I mean, minimum 2 hours, probably more like 4 hours. It's just dedicated that our kids are going to be around doing somewhat the same thing.
Right.
How many people can say that?
Nope. And it's fun because anytime I want, I can tackle my kids and make them do jiu-jitsu.
Oh, you want a quick tangent on that one?
Of course.
So I was in Lowe's.
You got jumped at Lowe's and your kids kicked their ass? Oh, that's a great story.
It was by a leprechaun. It was really weird. My daughter, I was with Ads and my eldest, and we're sitting there, and I'm rear naked choking her as we walk and shop for tools.
Oh, Jesus.
It was hilarious.
To you, to the fucking granny beside you, she's like, why is he killing his daughter?
Well, this nice guy walks up after like 3 people that just walked past, like, what the hell is he doing? This guy's standing next to a Lowe's employee and goes, so, doesn't look at me, just goes, so do I need to call CPS? Put his shit away.
Yes.
And he starts, and I go, Eddie, tell him yes. And she didn't think that was funny. And
does she know what CPS is?
Oh, yeah.
She's 12.
She's 12, dude. She knows. Stuff, she's dangerous.
I'm not there yet with my kids.
You're fortunate.
Shit.
I think they know more than you think.
They probably do.
They just don't talk to you about it, which is good, because when they start to,
you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
But yeah, Addie thought it was hilarious.
That is funny. To what?
But the guy was pretty funny. He turned to me. He was so worried I didn't get him because I didn't laugh. He just heard me whisper to Addie, and he goes, "I was kidding. I thought it was funny." It was funny, sir. Good call.
Good call.
If I get if they ask me if anyone helped me, you definitely help me. Do laugh. I appreciate it.
I like it.
Okay, go back.
Okay. All right. Someone who wants to compete at a decent level is 5 days a week, and even that is sparse if you're talking IBJJF. But not everyone wants to be a world killer. So yeah, if you want to be a world killer, 5 days a week mid, probably 7.
Yeah,
and probably multiple days, 7 days, or multiple times a day.
Yeah, and I think for
mornings,
us,
at nights, yeah.
So for us, we can equate it to the people that are around us. So we have Morgan, who that's her goal is to be a world killer.
And so far, so good.
world enveloper. And she's getting, she's on her way there.
I'm really excited that she's a brand new purple belt and gets to compete in that division now.
She's going pro.
God,
she has her first pro fight coming up.
I'm excited for her. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I just had to text her and just go, so she posted, I need to get ready. We're doing this. Who can help? I'm like, I didn't volunteer to help by any means. But I did text her and go, so, where am I going? She goes, what? I go, where am I going to watch your fight? Because I ain't missing it. So I'm going to be there. She didn't tell me.
How dare you?
Doesn't matter. I know where she lives, and I'm friends with her husband. I'm going there.
Yeah. And
fucking stop me.
Video.
I'm going to make a freaking Morgan t-shirt with her evil little face on it.
Nice. I like it. Can you make her eyes white and like sucking souls from everybody else? Like,
since that's how they come through in photography, yes, it's quite easy.
Oh yeah, you just take the picture.
Yeah, there it is. Demon.
Done. All right.
Okay, and then we have. But I want to talk real quick so we have her, and then we have competition guy. We have like Ryan.
Yep.
Ryan really wants to hit up competitions, really his thing. So he's been coming weekends and not weekends, but mornings and other times, so he can get consistently in there. So, and then you have Larry is another good one because he wants to do it occasionally. Just compete occasionally. So he's there.
Okay.
And, he's there 3 days a week.
I didn't know he wanted to compete.
Yeah, I think he did one.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Or he was planning on doing one. I don't know if he did. Either way, he plans on it.
Check.
Then you have Paul and I. And
we're different.
And we forgot how to spell competition. Because I just don't have an interest.
Yeah, zero desire to compete.
And we go for 2 days. And then talk about it for 5 more.
Pretty much.
So, there you go. Go ahead. Keep reading. I just wanted to give that little gauge that we're going to be running off of.
Gotcha. Moving on.
You can go from Kip and Paul to Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah, literal opposite end of the spectrum.
Completely opposite.
The instructor mentioned above has a point. If you're brand new and you're only training 1 to 2 times a week, you're probably going to wind up getting frustrated and quitting.
Ooh, I don't agree with that shit either.
I don't agree with that. Let me finish the paragraph, then we'll tear this shit apart.
Okay.
People who started at the same time as you are going to be running circles around you in no time, and it's going to take a very long time to get promoted. But none of that necessarily matters. Okay, the only good part of that sentence was the last one.
Yeah, the rest of that was all shit.
It was all shit.
Because you want to know what? I go 2 days a week. I may not be able to tap out the people that came around me, but they all know my level, and they know I can defend my damn self because I trained correctly. I trained within the time frames that I had. Learned the shit I needed to learn before I started into the flashy shit.
So that's a great point, and we're actually going to get to that probably at the end. There's another subject I want to talk about how you learn, and anyway, it's good shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it out.
Yep. So
Man, that one pissed me off. I didn't like that paragraph at all.
So I don't think the instructor has a point, because if you're brand new and only training 1 to 2 times a week,
that's most people, by the way.
Right, and you wind up getting super frustrated and quitting. I mean, I think that just happens, but that's not why it happens.
No, I don't think it's that way at all.
I think people end up getting frustrated and quitting, but that's if you train 1 or 2 days a week or 5 to 7 days a week.
It doesn't matter.
It's a hard fucking sport.
Fuck yeah.
No matter what your goals. So if your goal is to be like, hey, this is social and fun, and then you're just getting your ass whipped by everybody, and like, well, God, I'm not getting any better. And guess what? If you're brand new and you train 5 to 7 times a week, guess what? You're still going to get your ass kicked like the guy that trains 1 or 2 times a week because you're new.
Because you're new. It doesn't matter. How many times have we seen the people that start and go, I'm going to fucking be here 8 days a week?
Oh, plenty.
Guess what? They end up either
burning out,
or number 2, getting hurt, then burning out, and never coming back.
Right.
Fuck off. The whole, that one coach, you can't be that way. You cannot be that way. You have to treat for the masses. I think that's the only thing about the jiu-jitsu, not everyone, but there's a good following in it that if you're jiu-jitsu, you have to be jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Everything, life has to be jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu lifestyle, baby.
Yeah, and you want to know what? I love a lot of it. I really do. I love it. Shit, I got a podcast about it. But also,
I'm legit. I have a podcast.
Everyone knows me. It's like it's important.
I'm world famous for jiu-jitsu.
Oh wait, we kind of are.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
not at talent for jiu-jitsu. At talking about it, really good. But I don't like that. It's that because I kind of got that feeling when I started. I don't think that was anyone's fault by my own overactive brain, but if you're not in it for just freaking life, you're this person. If you're in it for life, then you're this person. And most people want to be like the person that goes all the time.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the latter. I think it's the pre one, whatever.
The latter.
No, the latter was the second one.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Now we don't. Now nobody knows what you're talking about.
No, so I'm gonna go with the guy that comes 1 or 2 days a week is going to be much more the average than anything else.
Agreed.
No, people don't have time. Yes, do they? Most people wish they had more time for jiu-jitsu. You better.
Oh yeah,
but you don't.
Oh, there's a third option here.
Ooh,
so there's the people.
Do tell.
There's the person that goes all the time, and let's say they don't even get injured. They're athletes. They were just they were a gymnast, right? So they're pretty supple, and they're
you just use the word supple.
They're a supple leopard.
I don't know if you're describing a peach or a person.
There's a book called The Supple Leopard. I own it. Kelly Starrett.
Yeah, don't tell people that.
It's a fantastic book. So, what was I saying? Oh, you're concentrating on the wrong shit, right? So you're not going to get good because you're concentrating on the wrong shit at the wrong time. So if you're learning right away how to, I'm an armbar people and triangle people and Kimura people and mount people and cross-collar choke, all right, but guess what? You're not going to land any of that shit as a white belt.
And then maybe you do get frustrated. Maybe that's the problem.
Exactly.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
Right. So I'm learning all this shit that doesn't work.
Yeah, all of this doesn't work. And it works if it's like your 17th attack within a sequence.
Right. So what people don't want to learn is the how to frame and posture and defend.
No, that shit's boring.
Exactly. We have a whole podcast on this on getting smashed with grace.
Very popular one too.
Yeah.
People seem to really enjoy
so
that
go
one.
back and listen to Getting Smashed with Grace, and that's what newbies ought
feel. That's how you feel and what you're going through. But for damn sure.
Well, that's how they ought to practice as well. As they ought to practice for defense, because it's a fucking defensive art, for Christ's sake. Just learn that first, and then you'll feel like you're making progress, because you're going to start out day one going, I just tapped out 37 times in a 5-minute round.
Fuck.
And then you're going to learn how to armbar somebody. There's a disconnect right there, but you should learn how to not get tapped out 37 times first. Let's start.
Perfect example. Yeah, it's a perfect example. I just got back into rolling a little bit. I got with one of the guys that's new, very new. And
you're gonna call his name out?
No.
Damn it.
No, because he's a stupid nice guy.
Tell me later.
Okay. I already told you, but that's okay. No, because he's awesome, and he's taking the whole thing the way you should. He doesn't care about getting his ass kicked in the slightest. Because I didn't either, but not right away. He figured it out way quicker than me.
Awesome.
But by the end of the roll, he goes, hey, you only tapped me like 5 times that time. And he was joking, but I'm like, you want to know what, though? Like 3 months ago, I would have freaking ran through you. That's fucking huge.
Yeah.
You made it way more difficult this time.
Yeah, well, I get more proud and give more props when I have a hard time tapping somebody than if they catch me in something.
Well, yeah, and I don't even think I didn't try to tap him in anything because he was doing really good defense. He was keeping tight. It's just, he noticed. He's like, you had that, didn't you? I'm like, moving on. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, yay, you've been doing it 2 months. I've been doing it 2.5 weeks. Yep. I will jack you up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So when you first start, it's hard not to be win focused, and winning is tapping, and losing is winning is tapping somebody, and losing is getting tapped.
Yes,
and then that can be an epic mindfuck. That can be discouraging and frustrating. So if you are not win focused and you're more, I'd even say this might be putting it wrong, but non-lose focused, like work on not losing as much or not tapping as much, and consider that your wins. Right?
Yeah, which is true. Just be careful of that, because like I could see as you're saying, like, this isn't really how I want to say it.
You could take that so wrong. You're like, fuck it, I'm not tapping, and then break your shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, don't do
that.
Don't do that. Don't. It's the non-lose mentality is what you want to say.
What I'm talking about is work on defense. Work on being frustrating for the the higher level white belts, like the 3-4 stripe white belts, the baby blue belts. Like, hey, they actually have to work hard, and you can tell that they're working harder. Like, if they're not going as easy on you, you're making progress. Or
and that's exactly what this last roll was. It wasn't anything like before, where I just kind of I would move to position on my own as I wanted to. Not anymore. He could hold. He got back to guard a few times on me. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I will.
Stop it.
I will praise that shit. I will stop and be like,
that's why I kept telling him. I'm like, dude. Yeah. He's like, you only got me 5 times. I'm like, dude, that was awesome. Like, and I'm not good or anything. It's just I've been doing it long enough to get in the right position. Right. And he's doing great.
And you can focus on that training 1 or 2 days a week.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
1 or 2 days a week, you can become frustrating as shit for upper belts. I mean, not like, purple, brown, black. That's cheating.
Different. Those guys just get handed belts and jack people up.
Yeah.
Or they've worked for years and have tons of knowledge, whatever.
Yeah. Or they've been in it too, like, over a decade, and it doesn't matter what you know.
Yeah, it really doesn't. They make you feel like shit.
Yep.
In a good way.
Yeah, but knowing that going in is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't understand what a purple, brown, black belt is when you are 0, 1, 2, 3 stripe.
You don't even know what a blue belt. You don't understand that. Like, why do I have so many blue belts in my school? Well, that's your belt you're going to have for a long time. So that's why. Yeah,
exactly. But
because there's so much involved.
But it's frustrating when you're like, you think you're getting somewhere, and then you roll with somebody that's been doing that shit for a long time, or you're rolling with the 5-day-a-week competitor. You're rolling with you're rolling with somebody like Ryan and Morgan that they compete and they're getting after it and they're focused. And you're like, geez, I come 2 days a week and it's all I can do, and it's 4 hours a week. That's a lot for a hobby.
That's
right?
Good.
It's
great.
But
good for you.
But if you don't understand exactly the world of difference between a white belt and a purple belt yet. I mean,
that's shit. It's oh my gosh.
Yeah, you need to. That's a hard thing to click in your brain. Exactly how much those people train to get that purple belt.
It is.
Like, that is purple belt is legit as fuck.
You're going from all the things that you've brought together in those 2 prior belts in white and blue, and making it your own and moving in towards perfecting that as a brown belt.
Right.
That's a big damn deal. And that's a lot of knowledge that you're fighting against. But when you first start and you're like, I'm going to be here 2 days, I can make that shit happen. I can be a purple. Yeah. Ooh.
No.
You can.
Yep.
You can. Don't get me wrong. You can. Coming 2-3 days a week and coming into seminars whenever you can, doing team outings that we're doing with Croyler, you can. I think it's just going to take you a fucking long ass time, but if you're in for it, you're in for the long haul. Good.
And there's cheats like what Kip and I do is we're focused on particular things.
Yes.
We're not trying to learn everything all at once. We'll pick up the moves as they come along, because you're going to learn new shit in every class.
And you need to know those. Yeah, you need to know those to defend against them, or however. You just need to know those. Whatever, Chad. We always go to Chad because he's our coach, but. He always says that. He goes, you may not like this, may not work in your game, but you sure as hell need to know.
Yeah. I mean, how many times has he said, hey, Paul's not going to like this move, but we're going to work on triangles today. I'm like, God damn it. Who wants to be my partner? You're getting twice as many reps.
It's awesome and so true.
Yeah. But we will focus on, try. It's hard because there's so much candy in jiu-jitsu. It's fun. It's hard to stay focused. And
there's
that's
so many
thing.
pieces to the puzzle, and it's like, well, the edge pieces are boring, but those are the really important ones. And if you can focus on each corner piece, each edge piece as you go, and then start doing the fun shit in the middle that makes all the picture come together. If you can do that, good.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But if you can...
it's really hard because those inside pieces look really fun.
Yeah. So I mock myself and get mocked a lot for having a very particular set of skills. Hey, like that one show, Taken.
It's a movie.
Show? Movie?
It's a movie.
That one movie, Taken.
Thank you.
I have a very particular set of skills
and
that I've developed over years. How's it go? Shit. Help me out, Kip. Come on.
I didn't.
You didn't watch it.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
God damn it. Anyway, so...
You're mad at me for not knowing your movie reference?
I'm mad at you for not knowing a movie reference because you know that stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Moving on. So I have a skill set that I've developed over 10 years of going 1 or 2 days a week and then taking years off at a time for, things getting away.
And family.
Exactly. Yeah, and so, yes, I mock myself for it because I do the same shit. But on the same token, I've also built a very specific game and a very specific defense over the years.
And you're very good. Yeah. You're very proficient at that.
Yeah, so I feel I can at least make it a fun role for purple belts. Maybe not brown and sometimes
that's all different.
Yeah, I think if Chad's like super tired and he's fucking around, I can give him a fuck.
And he took like a freaking sleeping pill,
like
before
a Valium or something.
Yeah, something to keep him down a level.
Valium, yeah, exactly. And then I'm good.
Yeah. I'll give you that though.
Yeah, but like Croyler, I don't do anything for him.
That's
at
comical.
All. Yeah, that's just
funny.
It's like a baby trying to fight his dad. It's not gonna work.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but
how many pictures do we have from like the 2 rolls I did with him that he's just sitting on me?
Dude, I don't even know where to begin. Like it's just if I touch you, I get wrist locked. If I don't touch you, I get choked, like a loop choke, something. It doesn't matter.
But how much did he work to get there?
Dude, now that's the guy that trains
every day,
16 hours,
multiple
a day.
days,
exactly,
multiple hours every day, and
So as somebody like me or Kip, we can work on a game plan, which I think we're gonna have Croyler on eventually and talk about how to build a game plan. But
yes,
my idea behind that is you got a body type, right? Talk to your coach on, with my kind of body type and my kind of style, can you work with me to kind of see what I might be good at? Just give me one move in guard, one move on mount, one move, one go-to move, and then build off that game. So now you have 2 moves from each position, and then get good at those 2 moves. That's what I did. I did that for years. I just tried to get really good at a couple moves in each position. And people knew what I was going to do, but if I was good at them enough, they couldn't stop them.
Yes,
to a point, right? So, like I said, we got the purple belts and above that. Yeah, you can shut that shit down.
But you'll still catch like a purple belt occasionally.
Yeah, every now and then,
or at least make them think about what you're doing.
Well, like I said, at least it's a fun role, and that's something I concentrate on too. I want it to be a dynamic, fun role where I.
Ooh, we should go. That's another good future topic. Is what constitutes a fun role or a good role. There's a lot of facets to that shit.
I think it's your personality, because you'll have somebody like Jesse, who is very technical, very heavy, stronger than an ox, and he's very methodical in his roles. Like,
yes.
He goes step 1, step 2, step 3, and it's hard to stop those steps because that's the shit. And
he's doing. And
the technique is technically and. The technique is
technically.
Jesus Christ.
Technically technical about that technique.
She's quite the technician.
On Tuesday, I need another T word.
That's the best. Oh, God. Yeah, let's just shut this one down.
Let's bring it back.
We're 44 minutes in. We're good. So.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
stop
that's what I just did.
You went way back to pissing me off.
So the point is me rolling with him, I would not consider that dynamic in my head, but he would consider it dynamic maybe in his head because that's his way of rolling.
Yes.
But it's kind of preferential.
This is just overall a good topic.
Yeah. So
for you right here, just really putting the words together and sentences and things.
I'm
doing well.
Hey.
Proud of you.
I'm just happy I had ice cream today.
If you're closer, I'll tousle your hair.
So my kind of dynamic is rolly, I like spinning.
Should we call you roly poly instead of Mike?
I like spinning and shit. I can't really invert and stuff, but I like like catch and release, and I like flow rolling, and I like, I don't always try to just tap somebody out and hold somebody down.
Yes.
But if you're the kind of guy that does that to me, then that has to be my go-to. Like, all right, if you're going to just hold me down, then I got to do that. And not my favorite shit, but I think it's also good to learn too. So,
true.
So I don't think I'd ever try to get mad at somebody else's style. Like, there's ones that I enjoy more. Like, I enjoy rolling with certain people more just because it fits my style and what I like to do.
You love rolling with Ben.
Dude, he's my fave.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
But I like rolling with everybody. But yeah, like my style and his style, I just think it matches up really good. Like, what I like to do and what he likes to do are similar. So
yeah, me and him it's fun, but it's not not as fun as yours. I mean, I have a great time rolling with Ben. I don't really have a favorite person to roll with. I don't know why. I just don't. Because I hate little things that people do. And
I hate everybody. So
a little bit of everyone is hated because they beat me.
Jesus.
So that's that little part that I don't like.
You're quickly becoming the outcast.
Oh no, I was born the outcast.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Have you met my family?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
That's legit.
Ouch.
All right. Okay. So the instructor above has a point. No, he doesn't. Moving on from that.
Yep.
So here are my 2 cents on this matter. If you train 1 or 2 days a week, that's 1 or 2 days of skill development that you didn't otherwise have. That's 1 or 2 days of learning and skills and getting 1% better at something that you like enough to post on Reddit about. Yeah. Are you likely to reach black belt inside of 15 to 20 years training 2 days a week? Probably not, unless you train at a McDojo atmosphere. Good word, bro. But you'll reap at least some of the benefits of jiu-jitsu. I agree with all that shit.
That I do agree with.
Yeah, so I think that was a good paragraph, man. I'm back on board.
I'm not.
Well,
I'll let you know in the next paragraph.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, 1 or 2 days a week and getting a black belt. I don't know.
Wrong expectation.
I mean, maybe it can be done if you do everything right. Like if you break shit down, maybe.
I mean, I don't think so.
Maybe not one.
Not with the mountain now, like because I'm gonna gauge my black belt level against the black belt I know, and that's Croyler.
Oh, so that's different shit though. Because you see that video with Hodger Gracie rolling with one of his black belt students.
And it made him look like a child because he didn't know what to do.
The physical discrepancy between those two was it wasn't a physical discrepancy.
No.
It was a technical discrepancy between those two. It was outstanding. It was and it was just a drill. It was you get on mount and it's either submit or escape. Yeah, yes. And then you just keep on going. Well, Hodger was on bottom,
and he would just wait,
and he looked like he wasn't fucking trying.
And then all of a sudden, he would just very slowly sweep the guy out. And you're like, holy shit!
It looked effortless.
Yes.
And then I expected similar results when they changed positions, except that no. Hodger Gracie just kept on submitting this dude over and over again. Yeah. Yep. So there's black belts and then there's black belts, and I think Croyler is your only experience rolling with a black belt, and then he's like just that guy. You know what I mean? That's all he does. So you can get, let's say you train 4 days a week and you become a black belt. You could probably roll with him. Like, hey, that was a fun roll, and I felt pretty good about myself. But then you roll with somebody like Croyler and like, what the fuck am I even doing here?
Well, it's that level.
I've learned nothing.
Yeah, but so going on that though, I still don't think so though. I think the level to be at a black belt, the amount of knowledge you would need to be an actual black belt, it's just I don't think you could achieve it in that amount of time.
I don't want to disagree with that because I think that
math.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's 2 days a week. How many weeks in a year? That's 104 days essentially. So if you miss 0 of those days, and they did it to get to that black belt in 5 to 10 years, every day, 13 hours a day type shit.
Agreed. I guess my expectation with that, like if you train 2 days a week, let's say, and you go 4 hours a week, I guess my expectation would be you're drilling at home with somebody. You got a jiu-jitsu dummy. You're looking at videos. Yeah, but see, you're changing the variables, dude. It is. That's different variables. So I guess
I'm sticking to the 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Period.
Because that's a bunch of maybes.
Yes. Right. Too many maybes. Too many variables.
Fair enough.
So let's just go on 2 days a week. I don't think it's going to happen.
Check. I
mean, you can be damn good.
Yeah.
Damn good. But I don't see you being on a legit black belt.
Yeah, you'll be a fun roll for sure, but.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be dangerous as hell. But
moving on.
Yes.
If you like jiu-jitsu and you want the benefits jiu-jitsu has to offer, you train as much as you can. Also, there are creative ways to train more than 2 days a week, even on a tough schedule. You can work on movement drills at home. Hey, we just talking about this. You can get mats and lure other students from your gym to your house for snuggles and snacks.
We do snuggles. We do no snacks. We don't do snacks here.
You can find gyms in the area that have class times more conducive to your schedule and drop in for classes. Or if all else fails, actually change gyms altogether. The Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle isn't about a specific number of times a week training. It's about making training a priority as much and as often as possible. Yeah.
FYI, just quick, I'm starting to get sick of Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's a new buzzword that you're.
Yeah, that's another buzzword. I'm starting to get. I'm not there yet.
It's a great hashtag though.
I'm getting close to punching those words in the face.
Maybe it should be like you got to you can't use jiu-jitsu lifestyle unless you're a purple belt, because you're not in the jiu-jitsu lifestyle until you've reached purple belt level, and then you're like, all right, you're legit.
I'll have to hear about it less.
Yeah,
it's really all I care about. Is hearing it less.
Yeah. If you're a white belt, blue belt, you're not living the jiu-jitsu lifestyle until you get the purple belt. Then we know you're all about that jiu-jitsu lifestyle.
Yes, and this is coming from a person that has a summer car that has BJJ Life as its license plate.
Yeah.
Still
jealous of that fucker, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it.
Hurts my soul every time I see it.
I like it.
All right. Yeah, but I mean, Jesus. So if you can't go to your gym because of schedule conflicts, yeah, I guess. But if you just look, man, you don't want to be a world beater. You just want to, you like the fitness, you like a little bit of competition, but in more of a class setting, because you get that with the roles or you're in it for your kids. You don't need to make it more of a priority if you don't want it to be more of a priority. It's priority enough for me right now. And sometimes I want to go 7 days a week, and God damn it, sometimes I want to work on my hot rod or work on my house or go do something else. Fuck it, dude. I'm not going to be a world beater. I'm not going to be a high level instructor anytime. I like it for what it's doing for me currently. It makes me feel better about myself. I like being around the people. I like learning about something that's always very, very engaging, and I like pajama wrestling. So what are you gonna do?
Dude, I love the whole thing. The whole aspect around jiu-jitsu is great for me too.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have other shit I need to do. This podcast being one of them.
Yeah. Dude, this takes up a lot more time than you would think.
Holy crap.
Tuesdays come really quick. We're fuck. I don't know what to talk about. Croyler, help. And then of course he does, and then I give him shit, so.
Yeah, we make fun of it. Yeah. It's probably not the best plan.
No.
Well, we don't have any good plans.
Yeah, it's not especially good plan, is it?
Especially. That's still killing you.
Good, it is.
It's a word, man.
So we had quite a lengthy argument over that word after the last episode dropped. He's like, motherfuckers, it's a word. I'm like, it's the wrong fucking word, bro.
He's sending screenshots of definitions to us.
We're each sending screenshots to each other. I'm like, no, dude, it's this. You're using it in the wrong context. He's like, bull fucking shit. We got into a hell of a semantics debate.
Oh, dude, that was funny as shit. I was just sitting there reading it like, this is funny. And all I did, I think in the middle, I just go, it's a word. That was my part of the argument. Yeah. It's definitely a word.
To be fair, we didn't think it was a word at first.
I looked it up. He just didn't wait for me to actually look up and give him credit. Yeah, he started bitching at us immediately.
I could see specifically or especially, but especially.
It sounds like a 3-year-old used a word.
Exactly. It's specially made. It's exactly made for this one purpose.
I love specially lollipops. That's what it sounds like to me. Whatever.
Yeah, well,
whatever.
Moving on. Okay, Jiu-Jitsu is a... Jiu-Jitsu...
Oh, my God, dude.
Sorry, it got to me. Jiu-Jitsu is a journey, not a destination.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I forgot that was there.
Why? You can't get through a fucking article without it.
It's better. It's a marathon, not a sprint. More buzzwords.
Oh, my God, dude. You use more cliches.
Jeez, cliches are great because, they're all true. It's just they're still cliches. So
and they're overused. Stop it.
I've had periods in my life where I trained once every 6 months, and I've had periods where I didn't train for a couple of years. But because I love jiu-jitsu, I have always made an effort to keep it in my life as much as I could.
How old is this dude? 112? Jesus.
It's probably 13. And I suggest that if you're the person who posted this on Reddit and are reading it, you do the same. For those of you out there who have experienced similar things as, Fister Price Play School. What the fuck is that?
Why couldn't you say play school? Everyone would have known what it was, there, guy.
What did it's such a long word. word. What did you find to be the answer to the question? Is training 1 to 2 days a week a waste of time? Only if you're trying to be a world champion.
I think
trying
we've
to win
said that like
Japan,
7 times, but it's this article. Even when you said you wanted to go over it, I knew I was going to get annoyed. It's this whole thing is like, if you're jiu-jitsu, you got to be jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Well, why can't I be jiu-jitsu while still having a job?
Right. Yeah, right.
A family. Like, it's my wife is diehard into this shit. Diehard. Love it. But guess what? She still gets 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, she's diehard. If she could, she would be here she'd be at the gym every day.
And my wife's the opposite. Like, she is not into this shit at all. She
God, no.
loves it for the kids in that aspect. So anything kids related,
she
is on board, and she is 100% back in this. She loves the anti-bully aspect of it. She loves all that. She's diehard there. But she's not diehard in the fact that she's a jiu-jitsu widow. It's like, she doesn't get to be a football widow when football season's on. She's not like a hunting widow when that's
where those seasons end.
Yeah, there's a season. With this, it's just like, this is just what we do.
Yeah,
all year,
the time.
So yeah, it can be frustrating. So yeah, I mean, you also have to be a dad. You got to be a husband. You got to be, and unless you're a spouse, or you got to be a wife. Whatever whatever gender you are. I don't want to exclude.
Yeah, spouse is fine. Yeah,
but yeah, you have to be there for them as well and what they want to do. And if they're not into this, guess what you don't get to do? Train 6 fucking days a week. That's what you don't get to do unless you like being divorced.
Yeah, but also, even when they're part of it, even when they're just as diehard as you, because I love it.
Yeah, you had that situation.
If I miss shit because my wife needs to go and we have other shit to take care of, guess who takes care of that shit? One of the two of us has to. The other person can't go to that situation.
Yeah.
I have to work Saturday. And we have a big team training down at Croyler's place. Croyler Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. What is it? Elkhart, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
Check it out. Anyways, down there. And I can't make it. I got to work. I don't get to set my Saturday schedules. I don't get to pick which ones I don't get unless I'm like 5 months ahead. Crap, I barely got my test taken off. They're like, I don't know, that's June. Like, shit.
And
give me the damn day. And
swear to God, I'll quit.
So, but my wife's going. My wife gets to go, but I got to work and make money, and she gets to go down there and have fun.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's funny because you both work, and then you
full
both,
time.
Yeah, then you have 3 kids.
Yes.
And then you both do jiu-jitsu.
And 2 of our kids do jiu-jitsu.
Dude, that's a fucking handful. Like,
yes,
at least, so my situation is I don't have the jiu-jitsu lifestyle diehard wife. I have one that's like, it just takes my time away from her, right?
Yes. And that's all she sees
my time away
from
it. But at least I have the, you're a stay-at-home mom, and you pick up a couple things part-time here and there, but basically you can.
She works her ass off in a different way, but she has more free time to cover your jiu-jitsu.
Exactly. So she can cover all the stuff that we now don't have to cover together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she does. So
exactly.
She's a fucking trooper.
She's badass.
She's a fucking trooper. She's got a much harder job than you, button pusher.
For sure.
Not even just saying that. Seriously, your job's stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So, but for our side, yeah, it's difficult. Life happens. Please, God, stop saying feeling like, oh, jiu-jitsu is more important to you because you can go 5 days a week.
Yeah.
No. I fucking talk about it all the time. I annoy people all the time with this information, so it's important to me. I just can't do it all the time.
Fair enough. So we could, we have a choice. It's getting late. I know you want to go home. So we have an article that might help people that only go, well, it would help anybody that goes anytime. But if you can only go 1 or 2 days a week.
1 or 2
days a week. There's learning methods to help you break shit down so that potentially you can learn them faster if you do it the right way. Or we can talk about that on another episode because it might be kind of lengthy.
I don't think it'd be too lengthy. I think it'd be okay.
Yeah, well,
what do you think?
We can skim some.
You're the sleepy guy.
Yeah.
You're pushing off on me. You're the sleepy dude.
I tell you what, I'll bring it up and then we can delve into it in a future podcast. How's that?
Yes.
All right. So there's a couple of methods. It's DISSS, or the DISS method.
Ooh, who brought this up to you to talk about, by the way?
This would be Mike Porto. Tap tape.
Tap tape.
Get
on, right?
your tap tape. It also holds fingernails back on when they
Don't when you chamfer them.
Yeah.
And I know what a chamfer is now.
Oh, good.
Quite proud of myself.
Yeah, yay. The chamfer episode.
Yeah, don't
Let's
care.
do it. Last one.
Don't care. Yeah, it was a good episode. Stupid chamfering. But yeah, he was the one that gave it to you.
Yep.
Like, he's also brought up some other stuff that I completely ignored. So,
right. I don't want to talk about that. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually when you bring it up 7 more times.
Right. But yeah, he brought up the disc method, which also goes along with the cafe method. It's Tim Ferriss's. If you don't know him, he wrote a lot of books.
Also a podcaster too, right?
Oh yeah. He's got a
big time podcaster.
Yeah, it's a great podcast. I like it. A little bit more on the esoteric side, but good.
Could you explain esoteric?
Different shit, right? So it's stuff that's kind of out there.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to come across it every day.
Yeah,
Did you not know what that meant? Or
no, I do. It's just you use that term a lot, and esoteric is not a daily term for people.
Like chamfer.
Like, yes, like chamfer.
I got called out for chamfer. I'm like,
dude, what the fuck's a chamfer?
I'm looking at you like, why don't you know what the fuck a chamfer? That's like the weirdest shit ever. I've been
and then I got home and I'm like,
I was 12.
I go to my wife, I'm like, do you know what the fuck a chamfer is? She goes, no.
Really?
No, fuck no. And she's smarter than me.
Jesus. Well, it's funny because I was mocking you at work to somebody that told me until I started this job I didn't know what a chamfer was.
Fuck
I'm
you.
like,
yeah, take that.
All right. I didn't want to bring that up, but
I win.
Fuck
Winner,
it. Show
winner.
Show code. All right, so DIS and CAFE are Tim Ferriss's frameworks for mastering new information-based topics.
You are doing killer today.
Check it.
On fire.
No, he wrote it like shit, like Croyler does.
That's what you always try.
Yeah.
Oh, it's miswritten.
That was just me again.
Yeah.
In particular, he applies them to foreign languages and the 4-Hour Chef to the mastery of cooking. Mostly personal notes, but I Googled and couldn't even find a basic description of DIS and CAFE, so here it is. The D for deconstruction. What is the minimum useful unit of knowledge? For a foreign language, it would be a word. So for jiu-jitsu, it would be a posture, let's call it. I mean, it could be anything, right? But like, hey, how do you sit in somebody's guard? That's a big fucking deal.
Fuck yeah.
And if you don't, it's a very, very minimal unit, but...
I sit improperly right now.
Well, you can't help it.
Because I can't sit on my damn foot.
Well, it's funny because I got a thing with my Achilles tendon right now. So I can't...
It's so broken,
I can't sit back. I can't sit in guard right. I got to have my...
I hop right out of it, dude. I pop right up out of one foot. I'm like, hey, this is not proper.
But that's an example. You want to deconstruct a move into like its smallest little bites or give one little aspect. Because, for example, if you're not sitting in somebody's guard right, guess what? You're going to get swept like
a lot.
That.
And repeatedly.
All right. So, number 2, S for selection. What 20% of those minimum units will lead to 80% of your desired outcomes, also called Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
For cooking, it would be basic knife handling skills, so you can cut, chop, fillet, mince, and do whatever your heart's delight. My guess, since I suck at cooking. So since I suck at jiu-jitsu, it would probably be like frames, postures, defense. You know what I mean? It'd be basically, okay, here's where you put your hands and your head and your body. Here's how you fold up into a position, right? That would be the basic units measurement, right? Yeah. So get used to that. 3, S for sequencing. What's the most effective order for learning these units? For cooking, Tim tells a story of how most cookbooks have the wrong sequences for beginners, since what newbie really wants to cook 6 chicken dishes in a row? For example, like if you want to learn how to do a berimbolo before you do a scissor sweep, you're probably not going to get very good at jiu-jitsu. You need to learn the simple shit first, like the stuff that you're going to land most of the time, like black belts still do this in world champion matches. There's cross-collar choke.
Yes, there's reasons why it's called the basic.
Right.
You need to have it to go anywhere.
Exactly. You can always build on the basics, but you don't see people doing berimbolos and all this fancy flying shit that don't know how to do a scissor sweep or a cross-collar choke.
No, because it'll look stupid.
Correct.
And it won't work.
All right. S for sequencing. What's the most effective order for learning these units? Jesus, did I just read that one?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Way to go.
Yeah.
This is productive.
Okay, last one. S for stakes. What psychological and social mechanism can you set up for discipline and motivation? For example, you could publicly announce your goal and deadline and have your friends keep you accountable. From what I've read, this seems effective for losing weight. You could set a calendar reminder to spend 30 minutes each morning before work and reward yourself with a piece of chocolate. Yes, that's a lame reward. That's actually
Who the fuck? I'll just give myself a piece of chocolate if I fail. I don't give a shit. I like chocolate.
Exactly. So a better way to do this is reverse stakes. Like, say, hey, I want to win my first competition before X date, and if I don't, then I owe like a charity that I hate $100. It's something like that. So you have to have some.
You
stakes.
hate a charity?
The
fuck is your problem?
Well, it'd be like, well, okay, let's take this. So you got two sides of the NRA. Either I'm pro.
I love how you're really trying to explain this.
No, that's the thing. So let's say let's take the NRA. Like, it's a big topic, right? So either you love the NRA or you hate the NRA. There's no middle ground.
And we have no ground here.
No, we're not talking about where we feel.
Yep,
we're just saying that. Let's say you're anti-NRA. So if you don't meet your goal, guess who you give $100 to? The NRA. And
or if you hate animals, you give money. You don't give money to PETA.
Right. Yeah. If you're like militant atheist, you got to give it to a local church. It's something like that, right? So it's going to really hurt to give this money away.
You want to know how stupid I am? When you first started reading it, because I was in the chef's whole thing cooking, thought you were talking about steaks.
Jesus, steaks. You mean you get to eat steaks? No. I mean,
until you started started reading the next portion for that good 3 seconds. I'm like, steaks.
That actually makes sense. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, steaks like that.
So yeah, I mean that's some simple shit you can do to make your jiu-jitsu as good as it can be 1 or 2 days a week, or even 7 or 10 days a week.
You want to
10 days a week? No, nothing. Okay, go.
I've said 8 like 30 times this fucking episode, so I'm just gonna move on from 10. That works for me too. I think you and I should give our opinions on the best way to learn when you're first starting jiu-jitsu. What's yours?
The best way to learn?
Because mine's better. Like, what should you do? Like, if you were starting all brand new, and you're doing it, what would you tell yourself to do? Not complicated, just what the fuck do you do? Don't just go work on defense, because guess what? That sounds boring, and I'm not going to do it.
Oh, that's a good point. Shit. That's a good question. Because my go-to would have been work on defense. Like, now that I can't
I kind of took that away.
Yeah, you took the wind out of my sails.
Well, there's different ways of saying that.
Yeah, there's different words.
So what the point of this question for me is, because I came up with it about like a half hour ago and just popped back in my head, is I want you to give better answer than just defense, because that would have been my answer also.
Gotcha.
I want you to explain it in a way that it is defense, because both of us feel that's the best way to start. But it makes it so it's interesting enough for the person to keep coming. So you need this shit around it to make it so, yeah, that's what you need to work on. Okay, but here's the other things you can do at the same time to keep you interested.
Here's what I would do. So I like positional rolling.
Yeah, you really do.
And I like I like working out of bad positions. But there's also, we do what's called we'll do guard passing, right? So we'll work on guard passing. So the person on the bottom sweeps, the person on the top
defends.
Passes.
Yeah, passes, but...
So what I would say is, as a newbie working on defense, work on guard passing, but the guy on top, when they pass your guard, you have to get into proper positioning and framing every time. So you're trying to keep them from passing your guard, but when they inevitably do, you need to be in the best position that you can be, because if you're not, and when you give up the guard, you're like, oh, it's getting passed, and you give up, which most people do. They just lay there and end up in the worst position possible in side control or mount.
Yes.
Then you got to start from absolute dog shit, and then wonder why none of this shit works, because they have everything. Yes. You gave them everything. Okay. So you get to have fun, because you're trying to stop something, and it's kind of a fight, and it's kind of a roll, and you can ramp that up as you go, right? Okay. So you can ramp up the guard passing. You can understand what they're doing. You can see what they're doing. You can feel what they're doing. And then when they pass, they can explain to you, hey, you want to have your hands like this. You want to be on your side. You want to try to go for the underhook. So this is what you're going for immediately in this drill. So it's still fun, but you're learning how to properly defend yourself when you're getting fucked, basically.
You're a horrible teacher,
so to speak. Yeah, I am. This is why I'm not a coach. That made
me feel like shit.
I'm not a coach, so suck it.
I like it. That was good though.
So that's what I would probably work on.
That was your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want mine?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, duh. No, fuck it. We're ending this show. Tap tape. Get your tap tape.
Yeah, get good stuff. All right, so here's my thing. I was a coach. I was a coach of soccer for many years. And so I do have a general idea how I like to coach.
Right.
So mine would start as just have fun not dying. Okay? Learn how to not die. And if you can get through a roll without dying 7 times, great. Next time you go, a few weeks, try to not die 6 times. Great times. If you do, either you can ask, which most people hate doing, by the way. You don't want to know why you just got your ass whooped. But if you can bring yourself to doing it, do it. If not, just be happy that you're still there.
Learn how to ask.
Yeah, learn how to ask. That's a big part of it. But that can come later, honestly. For me, that came later for me, and it worked out just fine. Mainly because you kept beating my ass, and I had to figure out why.
Yeah, I don't like this feeling anymore. Can you please tell me what the fuck?
Yep, and so focus on drilling. Focus on those drills and learning how to posture and keeping your posture, keeping your frames up. That's it. Work out getting back to guard. Make that your game is get back to guard.
I like that. I like. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Fucker.
I thought you were done.
Oh my God, so did I. But I had something else.
I had a new thought.
New thought popped in. No, so work your way up getting back to guard, and then that's what you need your drills for. That's when you need your rolls with the people that you know you can learn from, because there's going to be a few that you connect with. Paulie. Connected with Paulie. Don't know why.
Love connection.
But I have a bunch of them, though, because a lot of the guys took me on their wings. Adam, he beats my ass. Ben made me feel like a stupid idiot. Chad doesn't count because I just suck so bad. I don't even think he realizes he's rolling with me.
He's actually coaching other people
he's
kicking your ass.
He's like, oh, this guy's going to choke. I don't remember who I'm rolling with, but I'm going to show you how to get out of that cross collar.
Nice.
But then when you go to roll, this is a big part for me. This is the big part of coaching for me is have fun. Get choked the fuck out if you have to.
Appreciate it.
Just appreciate. Just
appreciate
have fun.
what can happen.
It is cool. It is fucking cool that these people, especially if they're right in front of you, if they're a few months in front of you, it's fun as shit to go, wow, you just choked the shit out of me. Because it's interesting. If you think about it, how the fuck did they get there? Do it. Just watch.
Yeah.
Do yourself get your ass kicked. It's kind of fun after a while if you're like, wow, that was amazing. Because I've been caught in a loop choke. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Yeah. Ben was trying a reverse triangle on me about 87 times. I think he finally hit it once, and he was super excited. I think I was more excited. Because I knew he had been trying it, and then I got to see it, and it sucked.
It sucked.
But that's, like, for me, just have fun dying. Like,
I like it.
Learn how to not die. Try not to die as much as humanly possible. But when you're in rolls, especially with people that you know and you can learn from, fucking enjoy it. You're wrestling around. Yeah. Everybody likes wrestling around with your friends, and when you're a kid,
you would say,
bring it in.
Become fascinated, not frustrated.
Fuck you.
Bam. Like that, didn't you? Yeah, you did. It's not even
do you
cliche.
Notice that most of my I avoid cliches like a fucking bastard?
Was that cliche?
It would make me, yes.
Sweet.
You made your own cliche. Well played,
damn
sir.
Right, I tried.
Well played. And
I was just waiting to say that the whole time.
Yeah,
you were talking about.
You're like,
I'm waiting for an opening.
I got it.
Just pause. Mine.
Got it. Here it comes. And you said it right. I'm pretty proud of you, buddy.
I thought for sure I was going to fuck it up.
No, you got it that time. It was good. So that's my coaching is have fun. Fucking have fun and treat it like you're a kid.
But definitely don't lose. Don't lose. I'm just kidding.
Well, fuck no. Losing like sucks.
It's like, no, you won't win it. Don't tap. Like, whatever. Just don't tap.
Dude, black out before you tap, you idiots.
Don't tap to a choke. God, only pussies do that.
As people are blacking out across the United States. Oh, sorry, guys. Bad coaching.
So, one other really great piece of advice that I was given for something to focus on is everybody's got a gas tank. So when you're in any kind of a fight, whether it's a competition, it's a real fight, and that's why we do this. Yeah. We're either, we're like, I want to learn how to win a fight, or I want to learn how to win competitions, or both, whatever. Is whoever's gas tank runs out first generally loses that fight.
Oh, very, very true.
So if you can mitigate or do gas tank management, if you will,
survive.
Right, exactly. So it's survival. Mm-hmm. Learn how to survive, and concentrate on your breath, your breathing, how hard you're gripping stuff. Like, it's okay to get a good grip, but that grip doesn't have to go from your fucking fingers all the way to your shoulder and your chest. You just get the grip.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Is that why I can't hold an orange anymore?
So if you got a grip and your whole body is shaking, or at least your arm is shaking from that grip, you're gripping with way too much shit.
Which everyone does. When you first start, everybody grabs it. Because once again, it's probably part of that fight or flight. It's like, I'm not letting go of that shit.
If you have a grip and you're making a muscle, You're doing it wrong. That gas tank is gonna deplete so much quicker.
Wizard fingers,
and you're gonna get wizard fingers.
So
yeah, get your grips, but try to relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your biceps. Relax your forearms.
And the thing is, if you're holding on there, what are you learning? You're not learning defense. You're learning, I'm holding on to you.
Yeah. So if you're using all your strength, guess what you're probably not using?
Technique.
Boom.
At all. And yeah. I gotta say though, I was going back to my coaching and things. Is I've been very spoiled with the group of people that we train with, because no one's ever treated me like I was horrible, even though I'm horrible. And I had Paulie definitely telling me all the things I should do, and I'm a very coachable person. Chad may not agree.
He's going to listen to this like, bullshit.
What, that guy's full of shit?
He's going to be screaming at his radio going down the road, that son of a bitch. He doesn't listen to a goddamn thing I have to say.
Hence him being a white belt for fucking ever. 2 weeks here. Doing well. But if you can find, there's somebody at every gym that does, most gyms, that you can find for that shit. We've gone over in other shows, but I can't emphasize it. Find the person you connect with and roll with it. And
find your drilling buddy.
Yeah. And preferably a higher belt. And a higher belt, adopt a white belt. Paul said it a long time, and we need a shirt. We should start some kind of industry of adopting white belts.
I like that. Adopt a white belt.
He could be a 6'3", 240-pound man, but you adopted the shit out of that guy.
I'm not adopting that dude. He's just too scary.
That dude's like 320 or something like that.
Oh my God.
By the way, going back to the mountain that is our show in our new gym. So yes, just have fun with jiu-jitsu. Stop making it into this lifestyle changing bullshit. Because guess what? It's your lifestyle is gonna change anyways because it just envelops you. You don't have to be that way though. You don't have to talk that way. You'll end up that way.
Yeah, it's true.
But don't ever think you're different because you're like, well, shit, I don't mind missing class every once in a while. I don't like missing class at all. But
I hate it.
But don't feel bad if you are that guy.
Oh, yeah. I was that guy the past 2 weeks. I've had to rehab a damn house.
Yeah, my toe has been fucked-hearted. I've been going anyways, but...
House is almost done, though.
Nice.
And it's already rented out. I'm very excited about that, so...
Good deal.
I will stop bitching about that aspect of my life.
I don't have to hear about that bullshit anymore. Yay! Oh, yay! So, I think it was a pretty good show. What do you think?
Yeah, I have nothing else to say on the subject.
I really don't. I think we kind of babbled.
Yeah, a little bit. Sorry about the babbling, people.
I'm not sorry. That shit's gold.
It's gold. It's epic.
But we got some sweet sponsors, though. Yeah. Oh, actually, you want to know what one thing we could do? Is read that sweet text message of Chad trying to be nice to me.
Oh, don't do that.
It was inspiring. It's a good text message, asshole.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that misspelled everything.
Well, that's just Chad. And you want to know what? I can read it just fine because I do the exact same shit right back to him. So where did he go here?
You got to find that shit, huh?
No, I got it right here, dude. Oh. I actually had it kind of ready because I wanted to read it because I thought it was really cool of him to write anything to me other than, why are you still here? But he goes, so he just said, about testing day, he's going to murder me for about 5 minutes before. To the point where I think he said I'm going to wish I was never born.
I thought you already wished that.
No, I like myself.
Oh, pity.
Well, I'm medicated. It's all good, Kip. Honestly, make me proud because at the end of the day, when you get your color, it represents my school. And if you're going to be colored belt at Black Lion, you better fucking earn it. And I was like, ow, fucker.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Then he goes, do your best, which I know you can. Like, oh, he brought it around, and he made me feel positive.
Aww.
But I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? I thought it was really cool of him to say. I mean, he did yell at me.
A little bit.
At the end.
It's great.
But I thought it was a really cool thing. I wanted to read it because I thought it was really cool, Chad, to do so. And that's the kind of coach you guys all need. It's not the one that's going to kiss your ass and be like, you're so perfect.
You're doing great,
Doing great, little guy. You need the guy that's going to be like, you need to work on this. And if I give you a blue belt, it's because you fucking earned a blue belt from me.
Yep.
Done.
Can you dig it?
So, love you, Chad. You hug me again, I'm going to be awkward. Just saying. Shit, I just asked for it, didn't I?
I'll take a hug.
He fucking hugged me the other day. I was all leaving and felt like even worse shit. Maybe that was his whole plan because I was just sitting there waiting to leave in my work gear, had my tie still on. Comes over, puts his hands out. He's like, come here. hugs me, does the back massage like I'm some kind of sick child, and then just walks off. Like, the fuck was that? And I don't know if have we described Chad.
He was contemplating, like, how do I get him to quit? He doesn't like hugging. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna hug the fuck out of that guy. So, and just to give you a visual, you guys have probably seen me. I'm 6 foot tall, about $175 of string bean.
75, you say?
Yes.
You're at least $190.
No, $175, asshole.
I don't believe you.
No, it goes down on a thing.
Oh, I will watch it.
I just went to the doctor like 4 times for my foot. I'm 175.
Liar.
I was 177 with clothes on.
As I was throwing you today, I felt 195.
You never did throw me.
Well,
you made me feel awkward.
Fake throwing you.
Made me feel awkward for a picture. But Chad on the other hand, I'm very kind looking. I'm an asshole, but you got to get to talk to me to figure that out. I look kind from a distance.
Not really.
Go
ahead.
Not.
Go ahead.
Old ladies like me at work.
Fair enough.
What are you gonna do? And Chad is what, 6'2", 6'3", tattooed up, looks like he could kill you, and
he looks murdersome.
So he does.
Yeah.
And if he came to hug you,
it's frightening. You
would think he's going to shank you on his way out, but no, he just hugged me, walked away. Very nice guy.
Nice.
Very awkward.
Also, great with the kids.
He is fucking
Bring your children into
He's
Black
an awesome
Line
coach.
Jiu-Jitsu,
Black Line Jiu-Jitsu. Seriously, our class keeps getting bigger, but I can't get big enough for me, for that girl, for the kids class. It's awesome.
And the kids were doing bullfighter pass, I think, instead of the break falls.
Yeah.
My daughters loved him.
Really?
Oh, they said so. Yeah, they had a great time. They thought it was cool. So.
The bullfighters was, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is. It's a little more fun than just your standard pass. It's a great way to learn a new that pass. It's a great pass.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they don't stay connected with you, guess what? That freaking pass works wonders.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
So, but Chad does a great job. I give him a hard time, make fun of him probably too much.
Nah.
But he's a great fucking coach, so everyone should come check out Black Line Jiu-Jitsu.
For shizzle.
And if you don't want me there, just let me know. I'll take that day off. And then I'll show up and make you feel awkward. Because I lie a lot. What's another sponsor? We have Top Mount Apparel. We're going to be announced as their sponsored podcast at some point. I don't know when. It should be before this show airs.
Hope so. We sent him that really fancy picture.
Dude, that was a good picture.
I liked it.
It was.
And we got drunk. It was
and it
fun.
shows us alcoholics. Wonderful.
Well, why can't you do jiu-jitsu and be an alcoholic at the same time? Functioning alcoholic, it's okay, people.
Functioning. You gave me a water bottle. You didn't say it had to be water in it.
We do stuff, okay?
Shit happens. Leave me alone.
But yeah, check out topmountapparel.com. They got really cool shit. And they're cool people.
And they got nice stuff. They got a great purpose. They make a high-quality product for the jiu-jitsu community. It's just great.
It's fun to have people that care about the community. They give a shit. Rather than just, I'm trying to make money, I'm a sellout. Like us. As soon as you send me the $10,000 via Patreon that I'm going to make.
Yeah.
That gets back.
Fucker. Hey, handouts are for bitches.
I'll take them all.
Or people that actually
I'm not splitting them then, motherfucker. It's like, hey, like my new car? Patreon, bitch.
It's going to be a real shitty show with just Paul. Just Paul in the show. It's going to be a shitty show.
I mean, I'll have to
I have
find
heard.
out all new buttons
I
to
have
push.
heard that Paul has a problem with computers. So the show could be made. I don't think it'll ever get to be heard.
I am as good with computers as I am at footlocks, if that's any indication.
Wow, I'm safe then.
You're safe.
I am safe.
Yeah.
So, but Top Mount Apparel, it's great stuff. A lot of fun to be involved
They got
with them.
funny shirts,
They
too.
will be on the show soon.
Eventually.
No, it's got to be soon because they've now started asking for dates. And the Grappling Dads Mobile is almost ready to go.
Yay.
Tell your dad to get off his ass and paint my car.
Shit.
And I think he's going to be there. We might get jumped. There's like 2 cops and like 3 other guys coming.
Nice.
Not just like I thought it was like 1 or 2 people.
Whoa. What belt are they?
It doesn't matter when there's like 5 of them.
It does. Dude, I know jiu-jitsu. I can take at least 10 people.
10 people.
Yeah.
All at once.
I watched the show Kung Fu growing up, so I'm pretty good with the stand-up.
David Carradine?
David Carradine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. None of that shit worked.
Fan of how we went out, too. Big fan.
None of that shit worked. He like stood there and just waved his hands. Whoa, you whooped my ass. Anyways.
But it's still real to me, damn it.
Seriously, there's 2 cops coming. I think it's 2 cops. I don't know what the other guys. Maybe it was guys they arrested.
Oh,
and
nice.
now they're just all friends.
2 cops, 3 convicts. Check.
And we're gonna meet them near Chicago, I think, because they're in Illinois somewhere.
Awesome.
And so they may beat us up, everyone, but we'll air that shit, so it's cool. So I'm looking forward to hearing their story. Honestly,
Me too. Yeah.
We can tell you what they're all about, but it's a lot more fun to hear it from the person that's actually doing it.
Hell yeah.
So, but go check them out. Check out the website. The Cliente shirt is awesome.
Follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, follow them on
Check
Instagram
out their
for
stuff,
sure. Give them a shout out that you heard about them from us.
While you're there on the Instagram, follow Proud BJJ White Belt.
Yeah, great purpose.
Dude, they're cool, man. You get a stripe as a white belt. They're encouraging. They give you a shout out. They're fun. They're cool.
They make you famous.
They make you famous.
My wife, I've been telling her I got to get a picture of her with her white belt.
Yeah, she got a couple of stripes on those.
She just got 2, but she just got her stripe like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I got mine, but we're going to move on from that.
Yeah, nobody cares about yours.
Nobody cares about mine.
Jesus. You don't even deserve that one.
So, do we have any other sponsors? Oh, what's that tape shit that we use?
The one we've been talking about like the whole show.
Yeah.
Get your tap tape.
And get the tap.
Yes.
Because he's a badass.
Yeah, unless you're me.
Unless he forgets to send you shit and you run out and now I have an injured foot that I can't tape up with, I don't know, tap tape. I'm the fucking tape guy at my gym and I don't have tape for myself.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Mike.
Bitch about it until Mike sends me something. Fuck, dude, I'm going to go buy it myself. That's a shitty sponsorship right there.
Hell you say. I mean, what are you going to do? Get other tape, though? Because it's going to suck.
Ooh, I forgot about something with Top Mount. Top Mount's one of the few apparels for Jiu-Jitsu and mixed martial arts in general that has kids' clothes and women's clothes.
Nice.
Come on, that's cool as shit.
Nice.
I can't find anything for my kids.
Could we like send them shit to like, hey, make this into a shirt?
I mean, if you want to pay the setup fee, I would assume.
No,
he likes to make money.
Well, yeah, they can sell the shirts. I'll buy the shirt.
What's your idea?
I want something for little girls in about rear naked chokes. My wife sent me a picture. It was hilarious.
What was it?
God, I wish I had it with me. I'll send it to him.
Why don't you send it to...
I will. I'll be like, hey, I need this into a shirt.
Oh, if you send it on Instagram, it's going to confuse the shit out of him because he doesn't know it. He thinks it's all me because it usually is.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
Should totally do it.
I'll send it to you.
No, send it. And just be like, this is Paul. And you won't know what to do. Be like, I've never met Paul.
Nice.
But, no, that'll be a good idea. I mean, a lot of little girls, most of our kids' class.
Dude, it's like 90,
is
95%.
Girls. And I hate the word girls, but.
Well, they're girls.
Yeah, they are girls.
Yeah.
They're little girls. And they're awesome.
Tiny women. Yeah.
And they're badass. We got some badass
Dude,
in there.
they're fun.
All of them are. It's awesome.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of watching your daughter roll, but they're not just like wrestling, you know? They're using technique and they're going for stuff.
Get
and they're
so
trying
excited.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. I am a proud papa.
Same here.
Yep.
And
I mean, hell, even when I was rolling with your daughter, I'm like, damn. You've seen the look when she got her guard back. I'm like, dude,
where did that come from?
Dude, yeah, it was legit. It was
and
good
her
stuff.
legs are long enough they can wrap around Paul. Like he can put him in full clothes. She can put him in full clothes guard.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. And she needs a shirt that goes upon it. So I think we're even going to buy some from Tom Out. I'm sure you would try to send them to me, but
nah,
we'll buy them.
Buy them
with a discount. Free shipping. I don't know. Something. I don't know. But I just wanted to mention that because I looked around. There isn't a lot. And the ones that are out there for especially for women too, they're either the guy's shirt just shrunk. No, they do some cool, fun shit. They have something about, women like Top Mount.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah, check them out.
Check them out. They're awesome. It's a lot of fun to talk about.
TopMountApparel.com, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And just read the fucking sticker or the flag that's in here, dude.
It didn't say .com.
It doesn't, but you can just add .com or just find him on Instagram. He does a lot on Instagram, so. But hey, guys, I think that's all we got. Yeah. I think that's all our sponsors: Tap Tape, Top Mount, Black Lion.
You could go to our website and buy some shirts.
I mean, you could. My wife says that's why we don't sell more. It's because we don't tell people. Yeah. I disagree wholeheartedly. I just think our website is anti-buying stuff.
So, what you want to do? You want to get on the entries. You want to follow, like, share. You want to do Grappling Dads. You want to do Top Mount, Proud BJJ White Belt. Hey, Mike's even got an Insta, doesn't he?
Of course he does.
Well, follow him
Tap
too.
tape.
Tap tape.
Follow that son of a
The
bitch.
tap tape. The
Tap
tape. Get on Amazon. Buy that shit. Leave
Reviews that shit.
Reviews.
Leave us reviews. We love
We
reviews.
love reviews. We love emails. I've been giddy.
Wow, we've got a bunch of emails lately.
Giddy. Yeah,
We can't even read them all anymore. It's
dude,
weird.
I know, it's been awesome.
So
I'm
if you get read
excited.
on the on here, or we make fun of you on here, is more an accurate term. It's because we picked it out. We like that one.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
So it's a competition now, people.
Yep. So thank you for listening. Thank you for writing in. It means a lot. It really does. So
yeah, we love it.
Yeah, we love to fuck around and give you shit, but dude, thank you. Dudettes, all of you.
Yeah, tell everybody. Listen to our podcast.
Yep. Like, share, follow, blah, blah, blah. We said it 100 times.
Love
Let's
you
get
guys.
out of here. See ya.
Bye.